Plaintiff Shaquilla Duffy says she was close friends with the defendant, and they rented an apartment together. Shaquilla claims one night the defendant had a party, and she installed stripper poles in their apartment. And after the defendant moved out, Shaquilla was forced to file a restraining order against her. She's suing for rent, damages, and utility deposits. Defendant Rakisha Simmons admits that she installed stripper poles in their apartment, but she insists Shaquilla was at the party too. Rakisha claims the plaintiff's restraining order was never granted against her, and she denies owing her for anything.
Go ahead, tell me what happened.
Well, I've known Rakisha since elementary school. We were very, very good friends, practically sisters. Recently, she snapped. I don't know why to this day. I have no idea.
You didn't pay the you didn't give me half of the check.
Ma'am, speak to me.
She didn't give me half of the check.
So how did you snap? What did you do?
I didn't snap. It was a referral check that her friend referred because we both moved.
All right, I'll let her explain. How did she snap?
I had to get a TPO. She snapped as in like just moved out without telling me. Like I didn't.
You had to get a temporary restraining order? No, that means she did a little more than just move out.
Right.
They don't give you restraining orders when the person moves out.
She didn't get it. She tried to get it. It didn't get approved.
Was it approved?
No, she didn't come to court.
They were granted to you by default.
Right.
Right, did they?
Right.
They did? All right.
Thank you.
How do you know she wasn't granted, ma'am?
Because I went to court on that date, and when she did not show up. Well, she showed up, but she left.
I'm sorry, that was for the warrant for her to go to jail, but instead of her going to jail.
What is the warrant, ma'am?
Yeah, I put out a warrant on her right afterwards because she came back to the house on August 15th.
Yeah, I don't see anything that says this was granted, though. Go ahead. What else you want me to know? She snapped on you one day by doing what?
She just left.
Okay. And the judge granted you a restraining order just because she moved out?
No, that was because she came back to the apartment and tried to kick in the door. Like, not kick in the door, like she was trying to force it open with her
I didn't
key.
kick the door at all. I knocked on the door and she didn't.
Are you confused?
No.
I asked you, how did she snap? You said when she moved out, that was snapping.
No.
And so then I say, well, what happened after that? You said she came back and kicked in the door. That's snapping, not just moving out. Go ahead. Give me some more testimony.
Okay. We moved in October 9th. Everything was going good up
What
until
year?
Of 09. Everything was going good up until around April. My other best friend moved into our apartment. I did receive a referral check. She was only with the mailbox key. She placed the check in my room on top of my dresser. Now, I had a lot going on that day. I didn't see the check, but obviously she thought I did. My cousin had died. Matter of fact, we was on the way to the funeral. I received a text message shortly after the funeral. I turned my phone on. I got a text message from her saying, "Did you get the referral check?" I replied, "No." So obviously she felt like I was lying about it. She felt like she was supposed to get half of it.
And then what?
I offered her the half. She didn't take it. After that, she had a party June 28th. A pole party.
She was there.
Be quiet, ma'am. June 28th.
June 28th, she had a pole party, meaning stripper poles mounting into our ceiling. A total of 2. One kept falling down, so they moved it over and mounted it in again. Okay. Yes, I was there. It was about 25 to 30 people there, drunk, spilling stuff. Rakisha was drunk one night and she vomited.
But this is both your places,
yes,
right?
Right. She's also there.
And you were both there participating?
I wasn't drinking, but yes, I was there. I came home, like when she mentioned the pole party.
You didn't tell people to get out of your apartment? So it was all right.
It was
then.
both of our apartments.
So it was all right.
Yes.
Let me hear some background from you.
Yeah, it started like whatever about the referral check. That's why we fell out. We was friends ever since like 3rd grade.
What grade were you all in when you moved together?
We was 20.
Okay.
In October 09 or whatever.
Okay.
So then the whole thing, she said she's talking about the electric bill, which was in my name.
I was letting you give me some background. You're getting right to the utility deposit. So let me get back to her. Let's get right to the claim. She wants to get right to it.
About the utility deposit. Yes. The bill was in her name because we both agreed.
What was the agreement?
We agreed to get the bill in her name because she said she had credit.
What was the agreement on paying it?
Oh, we were supposed to go half.
Okay. And what happened?
We moved in like earlier in the week. She didn't get paid till the following Friday. So she was like, well, could you go ahead and pay the bill on off? And I pay you when I get paid Friday.
What month did she fail to pay?
She didn't. No, she didn't fail to pay the month.
She
it was
paid
just
everything?
the deposit fee.
Okay.
This happened in October when we first got the apartment, and you paid the whole thing. That's what you're saying?
Right.
Ma'am,
That's
I
a lot.
told you to speak to me. So you paid the entire amount. How much was that?
180.
And so you're asking for how much?
I want her 90.
Okay. 90 on the deposit. And what date was that? Let me see it.
This one was 09.
All right. And how does she owe you for rent?
Now, the rent, she moved out August 1st. She sent the text message. I have the text message right here.
No, you read it.
I'm done. You can have the apartment. I'm not paying rent, so don't text or call me looking forward to a money order. This is August 1st. Rent is due on the 1st. No notice or nothing.
So how much is your rent once again? Her share?
Her share is $277.50.
All right.
The rent office gave her until the 20th to pay it, to pay her half, because I had already paid my half on the 4th. Her half went up to $362.50.
She was to pay the
She was
rental
to pay-
office directly?
Right.
So how are you suing her?
She didn't pay it, which means I had to pay in order for me and
Okay, that's
Deja
what I'm asking
order
you.
to
And
keep
at
a
least we
child.
both
Did
were
they
responsible
they
for paying
required
the
you to
whole
pay
rent.
it?
We
Right.
never agreed half and half.
Be
nothing.
quiet, ma'am.
I have our lease as well.
You're suing her for August and what else?
August, September, and October,
Okay.
because her name is still on the lease.
September.
Because you didn't
and
want to go buy
October.
property.
Let me hear from
demand
you,
to get it
ma'am.
off.
Let me hear from you.
The reason why I left because she wasn't paying the utility bill that was in my name, the Georgia Power bill. We both agreed to split it half and half. So finally I texted her and asked her, Quita, are you going to pay the Georgia Power bill? This has got to 3 months
Pay
behind.
her half, you mean?
Yeah, her half of the utility bill and got 3 months behind. She tell me she's going to pay it when she get it. So I'm like, okay, this is in my name. So what do you mean when you get it? You messing up
You all
my
were
credit.
living there together?
Yes, living together, but it was just in my name
Right.
or whatever. But it's up to $330 now. So what do you mean when you get it? You're 3 months behind. So I felt I should
Be
get it
quiet,
turned off
man.
and leave. Why should I have to pay this whole $350 by myself and pay rent? No. And then I left.
Okay, because she didn't give you your money?
Yeah. And then she's a liar. She's lying about everything.
So you left because she lies and didn't give you your
and
money?
why should I have to stay with somebody I don't trust in an uncomfortable environment?
What was uncomfortable? The fact that she lies?
The point that she's constantly lying. When somebody lies, they're capable of anything. And I
All
feel
right.
I shouldn't stay
Did
there.
you know that she lied before
No, I
moving
mean, I
in
knew
with
her, but as I see, I don't
that's
know
the
her as
risk
well.
you take when you move in with people, that they're going to have a personality that you might not like. But that does not give you the right to move out and break the lease.
I didn't technically break the lease.
Pardon me?
I asked her to take my name off the lease,
Now, I
but
know.
she wouldn't.
Could she? Did the landlord let her? Woo, let me get rid of you all quick. Are you all in college or did you go to college?
Yes, I am in college.
You're in college?
Yes.
Does she go?
Yes.
You all making it?
Yes.
Ma'am, the damages, how does she owe you for damages?
From the pole party, it left 4 holes in the wall, each rating at $50.
And you were there, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
And you was on that pole too also.
$277.50 times 3 is what?
Is $832.50.
$832.50 is the amount of rent she owes you. She believes that she could leave and abandon the lease because you lie.
And she didn't pay
That
the
is
Georgia
not,
Power
be
bill
quiet,
either.
that is not a legal defense. Neither of you have proven who owes what on the utility bill. With regard to the damages, you were right there in the apartment with her when these people were having the pole dance and they were damaging the apartment. So how are you going to hold her liable? You could have told them to stop and get out. If they chose not to, you could have called the police. I know it's funny, and that's why I'm getting you out of here, because this ain't no joke. Have a good day. $832.50.
You don't deserve nothing.
It is what it is. You're still a pathetic little. Like I said at first,
Whatever,
it
you
is what
paid
it is.
the
I
rent.
got my money.
Who gonna
It
pay for
doesn't
the rest of that stuff?